From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
And now, let's join ace broadcaster Mamude Akuga as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, Mamude Akuga.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Stakeholders, development watchers, and ordinary Niger Deltans say the story of development in the oil-rich Niger Delta is now taking a turn for the better, with the current board and management of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, leading the way. Those who spoke with Inside the Niger Delta observed that under President Bola Tinubu, the NDDC has taken bold steps to revive hope across communities by revisiting several abandoned projects, many of which have now been completed, while others are progressing steadily at different stages.
Nigeria's oil-rich Niger Delta region is indeed blessed with rich natural resources, yet plagued by the hydra-headed problem of underdevelopment, poverty, and systemic neglect. Most hit by this backwardness are the coastal and riverine communities, which are often cut off from major city centers across the region. The government has continued to intervene, beginning with the establishment of the Niger Delta Development Board back in 1961 and many other developmental agencies that followed, to the Niger Delta Development Commission in 2000 to facilitate the rapid economic development of the oil-rich region. However, many development proponents and people from the region insist that development is still abysmally below expectations. Some who share these views include the clan head of Igi in Ogba land in Rivers State, Eze Ibe Eresia Eke, and Honorable Undudi Elumelu, who are particularly calling on the NDDC to step up its efforts across communities in the region.
Any development apart from the few that they did at the time, I don't see. I too, so what another have another radical view. I don't think that the NDDC has done what they're supposed to do. They should be involved in big projects, road projects, bridges, education. It was big things that will cut across the region.
NDC on its own is being headed by our sons and daughters from inception to date. What we should be asking ourselves is, what have they done? The leaders, the youth, the women should hold Niger Delta responsible in terms of ensuring that that money that comes to us is judiciously put into good use.
On the other hand, other Niger Deltans believe the resources available for development play a critical role in determining how fast development comes, especially looking at the backlog due to years of neglect. However, a former top brass at the NDDC, Emmanuel Audu Ohaburuwa, who outlined several efforts and factors that continue to undermine the effective service delivery, say the current board and management are steadying the ship and sailing smoothly.
I'm Dr. Samuel Obuku. I give it to him. He has been able to stabilize the quality, and despite the pressure, when I say pressure, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Okay? despite the pressure, he's been able to maintain course, and his team, they're doing great. I'm still in the region. I'm still traversing the region. I'm seeing what they are doing, and I use this opportunity to congratulate him.
Port Harcourt-based legal luminary and elder statesman OCJ Okocha Hassan, who spoke to our correspondent on the development of the Niger Delta and the role of the NDDC, agreed that there is indeed a new dawn in the commission that's reviving hopes amongst the people in the region.
I'm happy that in recent times it seems as if the president himself is focused on ensuring that NDDC fulfills its mandate. Just within the last 1 year, I've attended 1 or 2 seminars, I've attended 1 or 2 conferences. I was there physically when they celebrated their 25th anniversary this year. And they say, yes, the president has kept faith with them. And I personally can see that there is a rising tempo in the number of projects that they are executing and the quality of the projects. And I'm happy about that. They have even gone into human capital development. I attended one moot court and mock trial, celebration by the campuses of universities in the Niger Delta region, organized and funded by the NDDC.
Audu Ohaburuwa and OCJ Okocha, while recalling the many challenges that undermined the service delivery of the NDDC in time past, shared some suggestions and recommendations that would allow the Commission to consolidate on past successes.
I would canvass that these bureaucratic processes involved in the procurement process to some level should be taken away, so that the processes of awarding jobs and all of that should be much faster, so that the contractors can have time to deliver these projects.
They should focus on heavy infrastructural development. Roads, bridges, shore protection projects, sand filling projects, so that we can reclaim some of the land that has been eaten away by the rivers and rivulets in the Niger Delta. Landing jetties, as I say, heavy infrastructural development projects. Build hospitals, hospitals and health centers that are real hospitals.
For many years, particularly through the 8-year tenure of former President Muhammadu Buhari, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) operated without a substantive board and management. The commission was run by sole administrators and interim managements, an arrangement many observers believe contributed significantly to its inability to meet the yearnings and expectations of the people. However, the emergence of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2023 marked a new chapter for the interventionist agency. The president appointed a full board and management team led by Chiedu Ebie as chairman and Dr. Samuel Obuku as managing director. According to reports, President Tinubu also ensured improved funding for the commission in line with his administration's renewed hope agenda for the region, which is now evident in the number of completed and ongoing projects across the length and breadth of the region.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri has taken the call for urgent restoration and compensation of communities affected by decades of oil and gas activities to the global stage. Speaking at a sideline event during the just concluded United Nations General Assembly in New York, Governor Diri highlighted the scale of devastation revealed by the 2023 Bayelsa Oil and Environmental Commission report. He stressed that those responsible must be held accountable for what he described as environmental genocide committed in Bayelsa and other Niger Delta states.
The Bayelsa State Oil and Environmental Commission, under the leadership of former Archbishop of York and member of the British House of Lords, the Right Reverend John Toka Mugabe Sentamu, in 2023 presented the findings of his report on the impact of oil and gas activities in the state. Among several consequences, the report reveals devastating environmental pollution both on land and in water bodies that has left thousands of citizens severely impacted by health complications and loss of livelihoods. The governor of Bayelsa, Senator Doyediri, who joined other world leaders at a sideline event during the just concluded United Nations General Assembly in New York, reiterated the need for the oil companies to be held responsible for the health and environmental havoc they have caused the people of Bayelsa.
So from 1959, when oil was first struck, up until now, virtually all the oil wells that are said to be unproducing are still not decommissioned. Today, we have a document that everybody is speaking to. Today, the world is gathered, and we are now coming up as partners of progress in ensuring that our people will not continue to die, in ensuring that our environment will not continue to be polluted, and more importantly, to hold those responsible for polluting the environment.
Other environmental rights advocates from the region also echoed the governor's call.
This is a critical moment to do something because it's going to take a long time to restore the environment. And we got experts speaking, the governor has spoken, and we're very elated that the governor has promised that there's a bill ongoing in the Bayelsa State House of Assembly that would actually set the stage for action to be taken to operationalize the recommendations in the report.
Occasions like this help to tell the world that so much pollution is there, people's livelihoods have been affected, and people are dying. So much oil money has been made, but it is not available for the people.
Pollution has really affected women in the Niger Delta. It has destroyed livelihood, it has health implications, it has environmental costs, and moreover, land is taken away from the women because it is the women that carry out subsistence farming.
According to the report, as much as 1.5 barrels of oil has been spilled in Bayelsa for every man, woman and child living in the state, with the quantity even more in some parts of the state. While the governor and the people continue to push for compensation and environmental cleanup, they are now confronted with the challenge of divestment, as many oil companies, including Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC, which has been particularly fingered for these environmental infractions, have sold off their assets to indigenous players. The people, however, believe this move is a deliberate attempt to evade existing liabilities. However, they insist that regulators must ensure that they put in place a framework that will address these issues and prevent further environmental pollution. Inside the Niger Delta, Azikil Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Azikil Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
People of Ugborodo community in Warri Southwest local government area have issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government and international oil companies operating in their area to take immediate action to improve their communities and provide opportunities for their people to participate in the oil and gas industry or face a total shutdown of operations in their area. The people, who are representatives of Ugborodo Community Management, Ikpere Alemeje Women Traders Association, and Ugborodo Community Youth Development Body, gave the ultimatum while addressing a press conference in Ode Ugborodo last week. According to the people, they would no longer tolerate the neglect and marginalization of their communities, which they described as disrespectful by the oil companies.
The first matter on the agenda paper for the organizers of the gathering, which are Ugborodo Community Management Committee, Ikpere Alaje Women Traders Association, and Ugborodo Community Youth Development Body, is what they described as the continued neglect they suffer in the hands of multinationals operating in their area.
It is sad that after over 5 decades of operating in Ugborodo land, no serious value has been added to the lives of Ugborodo indigenes. No potable water, no electricity, no employment, and contract for qualified indigenes of the community. No reasonable employment and empowerment for our teeming youth. That our communities be formally introduced to their respective operators in line with the deep offshore operations and BUFA delineation.
The people also accused the oil majors of operating with impunity and clear disregard.
Shell Petroleum Development Company, SPDC, with a new name, Renaissance Africa, and others, have bluntly refused to incorporate and start operationalizing our OCDT for both the onshore, offshore, and deep offshore. We shall no longer take this disrespect.
They unanimously stated that if nothing is done to address their concerns, they would not hesitate to take over all facilities on their ancestral land.
The failure of these IOCs, NUPROC, and other relevant government agencies to act within the reasonable time frame of 7 days, I repeat, 7 days, will leave us with no other option but to put a complete stop to all international oil companies' operations within our communities until the needful is done by NUPROC.
Oil and gas activities commenced on this island at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean in the early 1960s and have continued to this day, with several other multinational companies joining Chevron and Shell in the business. Today, Ugborodo holds several critical oil and gas assets, including the Escravos Terminal, one of Nigeria's major crude oil export points, and the Escravos Gas-to-Liquids project. Despite this, the community has little to no government presence, with residents not only living in squalor, but also facing the risks of extinction as rising sea levels and ocean surge continue to threaten. The people expressed these concerns, calling for urgent intervention from both the government and multinational companies. The meeting ended with a vote of confidence on the Ugborodo Community Management Committee led by Mr. Emmanuel Onuaje, which they described as the only legitimate leadership of the community. They, however, warned those allegedly attempting to foment trouble by instituting a parallel leadership to desist and respect the recognized authorities.
The host community are just putting in a management committee which Tumu Nwaje is the chairman, Kiki Besidone is the secretary, and I want government to be aware of this. Chevron, Shell, NNPC, those are the only people they must listen to. If any problem happen in Ugborodo Federated Community, it will hold this group of people, Austin Oborogbeyi, David Tonwe, which is a security man, it will hold them responsible.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Some Deltans have commended Governor Sheriff Oborevwori for his numerous infrastructure strides, especially the ongoing stormwater control projects in the state, which they say will go a long way to mitigate perennial flooding and improve the overall living conditions of the people. They made this known recently while speaking to our correspondent on the ongoing multi-billion naira flood control project along Summit Road, Asaba, in Ushimili South local government area of the state.
Perennial flooding in the Niger Delta region has remained a major environmental challenge, threatening businesses, infrastructure, and livelihoods across communities. In Delta State, under the more agenda of Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, the state government has embarked on several flood control projects designed to address this long-standing problem. One such project is the construction of flood control channels from Summit Road through Nweli Street, St. Patrick's College, West End Mixed Secondary School, Uche Medwa Ige Close, and Amilimocha Stream in Asaba, Oshimili South Local Government Area. Residents of the area expressed gratitude to Governor Borobori for initiating the project.
But the road is nice because whenever it rains heavily, we experience a lot of flood here. The erosion here enters some people's shop and others, destroys so many things. But the way they are doing it now, we like it.
Realizing the road, the gutter, and it's a good innovation from our able governor, Baba Sheriff. All we are saying is keep what you're doing. Don't let it stop. God's hands in your hands. Continue good work and please before the rainy season comes of next year, let this work be completed so that you'll not be halfway, half done.
They, however, appealed to the government to ensure that adequate funding is provided so the work can be completed within record time. Several water control projects are currently ongoing across the state. One of these is the 10.8 kilometers of drainage systems accompanying the 24-kilometer Isoko Ring Road project currently under construction, covering several communities including Elu, Ovorode and Ofagbe, amongst others. In a related development, the Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborowori has contractors handling the multi-billion naira Asaba waterfront project to explore innovative ways of fast-tracking the ongoing works at the project site without compromising standards. The governor, who made this known last week during an inspection visit, says the project is a key undertaking of his administration.
My own advice to them is that they should see how they will keep to their own promise by bringing English cutter dredger to come and start dredging, because there's nothing holding them now. The road, that is the challenge. We have solved it already. 85% done already.
The governor further assured the people of the state that his administration will leave no stone unturned in its bid to open up the city, tackle major infrastructure deficits, and implement policies that will stimulate socio-economic advancement of the oil-rich state.
Inside the Niger Delta.
It was a carnival of hope in Emedi, Isoko South Local Government Area recently, as over 600 residents of Isoko North and South Local Government Areas walked away with cash support ranging from 150,000 naira to as much as 5 million naira. The benevolent gesture, courtesy of Isoko-born businessman and philanthropist, Chief Dr. Daniel Omoibo, popularly known as Damotek, is part of his foundation's efforts to transform lives and livelihoods of the poor and vulnerable across the Isoko nation. Beneficiaries who describe his action as uncommon thanked him for his demonstrated will for community building and people-centered development in Delta State.
Indigents and residents from across Isoko North and South local government areas of Delta State gathered in their numbers recently at Emede community for another round of the Danmotek Foundation Empowerment Program. This time around, the founder and chairman of the foundation, Chief Daniel Omoibo, personally handed the beneficiaries checks ranging from 150,000 naira to 5 million naira. Chief Omoibo, who is also known as Danmotek, while acknowledging the dire economic situation in the country, stated that the intervention aims to support those in need and provide them with capital for small businesses that will enable them meet their day-to-day needs. The venue was indeed replete with palpable excitement and sheer hope.
The man offered me the sum of 1 million naira. Even if I work for nothing, the month ending, I can't get such money. My brother, why would I be happy? my God will continue to bless him.
I feel so happy and I pray that let God continue to bless Demotech. The money I'm using it to start a business.
I so much thank God because I was not even expecting it. So I'm really, really grateful. It will help a lot to me. I will make sure I will invest it in my business.
For political and community leaders, his philanthropic activities and community development efforts are not only transforming lives, but also strengthening the bond of unity and love across communities in Isoko Nation.
He's not the richest man in Isoko land. They just desire to help people. And I believe because of this desire, God will always help him.
Demotech have really done great. Even before now, during the flood time, he brought load of rice, beans, and so many things that he brought to this community to salvage those who were flooded with water. So the man has been doing marvelous to humanity.
Joined by friends, associates, and members of the Demotech Foundation, Chief Omoyibo also visited the palace of the Ovia of Emede Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Barrister Johnson Egbo Ewuri II, where the monarch and his elders prayed for him. Demotech and his supporters also inaugurated the Emede office of Grace Mission, a socio-political pressure group he founded in 2021 to encourage political participation amongst the Isoko people and to demand good governance for the advancement of Isoko Nation. Chief Omoyibo and other leaders of the group used the event to canvass support for an Isoko governor in Delta come 2031.
Come 2031, Isoko for governor. And I am begging other ethnic nationality or ethnic group, they should support us. When the thing goes round again, we will support them. We are brothers, we are sisters.
The Delta North have just ended their own. It's now the Delta Central. By His grace, by then to come to Delta South. And Delta South is where Isoko came from. So we have the belief that by His grace, if it is will of God, the issue of the position of the governor will come to Delta South. And by His grace, we are praying, let's come to Isoko land.
For Chief Omoyibo, who has continued to support lives and transform communities, it is equally important to create political awareness amongst the people so they can make informed decisions and choices when it comes to elections and governance issues. He added that this remains the core focus of his brainchild, Grace Mission in Isoko Nation.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, with that report, we draw the curtain on the program. Kindly know that you can now also watch our program live on our YouTube channel at NDN-TV Nigeria on Mondays at 9 p.m., Tuesdays at 9:20 p.m. and Wednesdays at 9:30 p.m. Please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN-TV Nigeria for live updates and many more stories. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens. Until next week, I am Mahmoud Akuga thanking you for tuning in. Bye for now.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
feet without ups and downs. Sometimes I feel lonely when knelt and abandoned. And I realize that you have a mystery of being faithful and never to fail. No matter what I put
In the midnight hour, the Lord will. Even when money fails, the Lord will not fail. No, the Lord will not fail.
Can't you see him moving everywhere? Can't you see the glory fill the temple? The temple, the angels sing, holy, holy to the Lamb of God. And he says, join in one accord. I am. Oh yeah, the member. Oh, very glad we your name be done. Your people worship you, oh God. Do I have a witness in this presence this morning? Say, can't you see him? Can't you see him moving in? I can feel your presence everywhere. Can't you see this? Your glory. Your glory, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, holy, holy to the Lamb of God. We your sons and daughters. Join in one accord. We give you all the honor. There is nobody like you, Jesus. Oh, very bien. Oh, very bien. We're your people. Let's do one more time. One more time. Say, Jesus, we'll worship you, oh God. Come on, we get to worship the name of the Lord.
Yes, Lord, we thank you because you are alive. And because you live with you. Thank you, Jesus.
Casting down my crowns before the living God. Casting down my crowns before the living God. I'm pouring out my own before the Holy One. I'm pouring out my own before the Holy One. Now I need you to just raise your hand and worship the King of Glory. Our God is great and greatly to be praised. There is none like him. Yes, our God is great. Thank you, Jesus. I'm casting down my crown, pouring out my own. I'm pouring out my own. I say you are the living God. Yes, you are the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yes, Yahweh, the living God. Sing you are. Yes, you are. Sing you are the living God. Sing you are Yahweh. Sing Yahweh. I need you to lift it. Sing you are the living God.
of Kings. You are the living God. Yes, you are the living God. 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 Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Laying down my crowns, laying down my fears. I don't have anyone but you, Lord. I'm laying down my doubts. I'm pouring out my own before everyone. Can we raise it? Just the voices. You are, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I need you to raise it. You are the living God. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sing Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh. Yahweh. Sing Yahweh one more time. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God. Yahweh, the living God.
Is my life my own? Bless the Lord, oh my soul. To the Lord, the one who was, is, and is to come, the first and the last, beginning and the end, resurrection and the life. We are people on earth, we cry, we join with the angels, and you are beautiful. We cry, holy, holy, holy. We cry, holy, holy, holy. Holy is the Lord, who is my God. Holy is the Lord, who is to come. Darkness can't tell. You are wonderful. Darkness can't tell. You are wonderful. You are holy, holy, holy. We say holy, holy. We say holy, holy, holy to the Lord our God. Not just about the angels, but this my song to you.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want. Watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network. This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hello, this is TVM's Metro Update. I am Blessing Sampson. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevori has suspended a member of the Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SOPADEC. The commissioner representing the Udokwa ethnic nationality, Dr. Charles Olise, has been suspended for a period of 3 months. The suspension, effective immediately, was conveyed in a circular from the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Kingsley Eze-Emo. The circular accused Dr. Olise of misconduct at the work, stating the action was capable of polluting the ethical and professional standards of the Commission. Now, during this suspension, Dr. Olise will not receive his regular entitlements and must hand over all Commission property to the managing director. Delta State First Lady, Deaconess Tobore Oborevori, has urged the Nigerian Immigration Service to simplify the international passport process for Nigerians. She made the appeal while hosting senior officer of the Immigration Service, led by CSI Victoria Aigbe, the first female and first Deltan to head the state command. Commending Aigbe's achievements, the First Lady encouraged her to be a change maker and pledged government support to improve service delivery. She also urged the command to collaborate with her You Matak Charity Foundation, particularly in fighting gender-based violence and human trafficking. CSI Aigbe thanked the First Lady for the warm reception, noting improvements already made at the command headquarters. In Edo State, there has been a fire outbreak at the popular Oba market in Benin City, Edo State. Chairman of Oredo Local Government Area, Gabriel Idu Seri, says a faulty solar panel caused the fire that damaged one shed at Oba market on Wednesday night. He confirmed the fire was quickly contained by firefighters and security agents. Idu Seri announced a ban on solar panels in shops and promised full inspection of market wiring. He also pledged support for the affected trader who collapsed during the incident but received prompt medical attention. He says no lives were lost and steps are being taken to prevent the theft and future fire outbreaks. The Benin Traditional Council has warned against politicizing market leadership, stating that the title Iyaloja is foreign to Benin culture. In a statement signed by Secretary Frank Irabo and 5 chiefs, the palace emphasized that only the Iyeki, a traditional leader chosen by market women and confirmed by the Oba, is recognized. The palace condemned the growing influence of partisan politics in markets and warned that any deviation from tradition could threaten public peace. All Iyekes have been summoned to the palace on Thursday, October 9th, for further clarification. Now, the council reaffirmed its support for the state and federal government while urging politicians to respect Benin cultural institutions. Still in Edo State, the Edo State government has issued a final warning to land grabbers encroaching on the lot of the Obajie acquisition, also known as Coral City in Benin City. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Fred Itwa, Governor Monday Okpebholo warned that anyone caught selling, building, or buying land in the area would face demolition and prosecution. He stressed that that lot is a government property, while plans are in place to return lots B, C, and D to their original owners as previously promised. The governor urged all encroachers to vacate immediately, stating this is the last warning. The Senate has moved to counter growing international concerns about Nigerians' internal security, following a motion by Senator Ali Ndume. The motion was in response to discussions in the U.S. Congress and calls by advocacy groups to designate Nigeria a country of particular concern over alleged religious persecution. Lawmakers argued that such claims misrepresent the complex nature of Nigeria's security challenge. Senate President Godswill Akpabio proposed forming a small ad hoc committee to visit the U.S. and engage in lawmakers directly. He emphasized private discussions to correct misconceptions, noting that terrorism in Nigeria affects both Christians and Muslims. Senator Jimoh Ibrahim stressed the importance of using local knowledge-driven strategies in fighting terrorism. He referenced the upcoming National Security Summit as a key step. Now, the motion highlighted attacks across different regions, such as Christian communities in Plateau and Muslim villages in Katsina and Zamfara, as evidence of non-sectarian violence. Due to the sensitivity of the issue, the Senate agreed to defer further discussion to an executive session. The motion was seconded by Senator Abdul Ningi. The federal government has appealed to the Academic Staff Union The federal government has appealed to the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, to shelve its planned strike, assuring that it is committed to addressing all outstanding demands raised by the union to avoid a disruption in tertiary education. At a news conference in Abuja, Education Minister Tunji Alausa said negotiations are ongoing and progress is being made. He noted that the Mahmoud Yale Ahmed Committee has been reconstituted to fast-track talks with academic and non-academic unions across universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. President Bola Tinubu, he said, has directed all steps be taken to prevent another shutdown of schools. ASU has given a 14-day ultimatum expiring Sunday and is mobilizing for a possible warning strike. The union accuses the government of neglecting the university system and ignoring repeated appeals. If unmet, ASU wants could escalate to a total indefinite strike. TVM Metro Update returns after the break. Stay tuned. Grace is supposed to come after this thing. Welcome back. Justice Raman Oshodi of the Lagos Special Offences Court has admitted new evidence in the $4.5 billion fraud trial of former CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele. Emefiele and co-defendant Henry Omoyele face charges from the EFCC over alleged corruption and unlawful gratification. Both have pleaded not guilty. Despite objections, the court accepted digital messages from the phone of John Adetola Emefiele's former aide. The WhatsApp chats allegedly show Omoyele arranging a $400,000 cash delivery to Oga, believed to be Emefiele. An EFCC witness said Adetola confessed to delivering $600,000 in total money allegedly provided by a CBN contractor to settle management for contract payments. The court also admitted internal CBN documents, a private company's letter, and Adetola's phone as evidence. The EFCC attempted to tender Emefiele's statements, but the defense claimed they were made under duress. Justice Oshodi ordered a trial within trial to test their admissibility. Now the case resumes December 2nd and 3rd, 2025. In business stories, the Bank of Industry has launched a major initiative to boost youth entrepreneurship across the country. The BIO unveiled a 2 billion naira fund titled the BIO NYC Entrepreneurship Program, aimed at empowering members of the National Youth Service Corps. This scheme provides affordable business loan of up to 5 million naira each, repayable over 3 years with a single-digit interest rate of just 9% per annum. The bank says the fund is designed to shift young Nigerians from being job seekers to becoming job creators. The presidency has rejected the World Bank's latest report, estimating that 139 million Nigerians are living in poverty, calling the figure unrealistic and detached from local realities. Presidential aide Sunday Dare said the data was based on outdated global models that failed to capture Nigerians' informal economy. He explained that the $2.15 global poverty line, when converted to naira, equals nearly 100,000 naira a month, far above Nigeria's new minimum wage. The government insists that poverty levels should not be seen as a literal headcount but as a modeled estimate, arguing that current economic reforms are gradually stabilizing the economy and reducing hardship. Meanwhile, opposition parties and economists say the poverty crisis reflects the everyday struggles of Nigerians, urging the administration to turn its macroeconomic gains into tangible improvements in the living conditions. There's a growing tension at the Dangote refinery as engineers recently sacked for joining the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASIN, have accused management of victimization following panels to redeploy them to other Dangote Group subsidiaries, including the sugar and cement plants. The affected workers, numbering about 800, said their employment was with the refinery, specifically not the wider Dangote Group, and described the move as unfair and psychologically distressing. However, the company insists the redeployment is part of internal reorganization, denying any link between the union activities and the dismissals. Dangote management maintains that some workers were dismissed for acts of sabotage, not unionization, adding that several Pengassan members remain employed. Government mediation is ongoing after nationwide disruption to fuel and gas suppliers triggered by the strike in solidarity with the sacked engineers. Now for some international stories, the U.S. Senate has blocked a move to debate ending President Donald Trump's military operations against Venezuelan vessels accused of drug trafficking. The measure, led by Democrats Adam Schiff and Tim Kaine, with limited Republican support, failed narrowly, 48-51. Lawmakers opposing Trump's actions argue that the president is overstepping his authority and risking regional instability in the Caribbean. Supporters, however, insist Trump is simply keeping a campaign promise to target drug cartels directly. Recent U.S. military strikes have sunk several boats near Venezuela, killing at least 4 people and sparking criticism from Colombia after reports that one destroyed vessel carried Colombian citizens. The administration has hinted that further military actions could follow, including possible land operations, unless Congress steps in. A Florida man has been charged with starting one of the deadliest wildfires in Los Angeles history. Federal prosecutors say 29-year-old Jonathan Rinder Kent deliberately set ablaze near Pacific Palisades just after midnight on New Year's Day. The fire that became the Palisades Fire, killing 12 people and destroying thousands of homes. Investigators say he filmed firefighters battling the flames and even asked an AI chatbot if he could be held responsible for a fire started from his secret. The blaze burned for over 3 weeks, scorching 23,000 acres, causing an estimating $150 billion in damages. Rinder Knet was arrested in Florida and will be extradited to California to face federal arson charges, which carry up to 20 years in prison. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Gavin Newsom called the arrest a long-awaited step towards justice for displaced residents. In entertainment news, gospel singer Lillian Ineji has won the 2025 Climber Award for African Outstanding Music Minister of the Year. She received the award on Sunday, October 5th, at a ceremony held in Johannesburg, South Africa. The Climber Awards, organized by Climber Africa, publishers of Climber Africa magazine, celebrate impactful figures in Christian ministry across the continent. Reacting to the win, Ineji dedicated the award to God, saying, "I see Jesus when I see this new award. He alone did it." She encouraged believers to remain focused and faithful to their calling. And now to some sports stories. The Federation of International Football Association, FIFA, has imposed a transfer ban on Nigeria International League, NNL, side Heartland FC. The club has been prevented from registering new players for 3 transfer windows. The transfer ban was necessitated following the Owerri club's failure to fulfill outstanding entitlements to their former player. And Goran Roland Adjoman Kofi featured for Heartland during the 2023-2024 NPFL season. According to the letter sent to the club by FIFA, the ban will not be lifted unless the payment is made in full to the player. The transfer ban takes immediate effect. It would be recalled that the Nigerian Football Federation Players Status and Arbitration Committee, PSAC, had previously ordered Heartland to pay several former players, including Umar Johnson, Esobe Chukudi, Ezekiel Bassi, Ugochukwu Leonard, and others, their outstanding entitlements. Manchester United minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe has said he wants to give under pressure head coach Ruben Amorim 3 years in the job to prove himself. Amorim is approaching the first year of his appointment at Old Trafford, but his position has been under constant scrutiny since he took over on November 1st last year. He has failed to record back-to-back Premier League wins during that time, coming 15th last season, their worst top-flight finish since 1974, and things have not improved much since the summer as United were kicked out of the Carabao Cup by League Two Crimson in August. That has led to suggestions Amorim's job is under threat, but Ratcliffe said the coach is a good guy and has time to turn things around. Ratcliffe said Ruben needs to demonstrate he is a great coach over 3 years. Ratcliffe talked about Mikel Arteta and Arsenal, who is said had a miserable time over the first couple of years. Ratcliffe said, "We have to be patient. We have a long-term plan. It isn't a light switch. You can't run a club like Manchester United on knee-jerk reactions to some journalist who goes off on one every week." Now, Ratcliffe has owned just under 30% of United through his chemicals company, INEOS, since February 2024, taking over control of football operations at the club. That still left the Glazer family, who have been the subject of the numerous fan protests over the handling of the club since taking over in 2025, in overall charge. Asked what would happen if the Glazers told him to sack Amorim, Ratcliffe replied, "It's not going to happen." And that's all from TVM's Metro Update. I am Blessing Samson. You can watch us on the go on TVM's app, accessible on Android Play Store and Apple Store. Follow us and interact with our social media pages. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, your environment is a part of you. Do keep it clean.
react if your partner have a bestie of the opposite sex? Today, we're going to be talking about this topic. And I have here in the studio, Mr. Ace and Miss Blessing. They're going to be sharing their thoughts and opinion about this topic. Mr. Ace, I would want to hear from you first because you are the man in our midst.
Interesting.
You are the man in our midst. Tell me, how will you react if your partner have a male bestie? They are not doing bestie.
How do I react if my partner has a male bestie?
Exactly.
And that's an interesting topic. For me, I tell people I think differently.
Okay.
It has to do with, in quotes, if the relationship or the said bestie is threatening my presence in her life. That's what was going to bring the reaction. But if it is not, do I react? No. But will I talk to her? Yes. I think communication is the point here. When you communicate with the person, you know where you stand in this person's life. But when the relationship is threatening my own relationship or my presence in the person's life, I have to react. Reaction might be communication. Reaction might be walking away. And reaction might be avoidance. It depends on where I stand at that particular time in this person's life.
Imagine a situation whereby you are like, maybe your girlfriend now, she came for the weekend and you're there having some love and intimate moments, and this bestie called and she picked the call, not minding you're there, and she just started gisting, talking, all of that. How will you feel?
This is where boundaries come into place. Biblically, even the Bible says there's a time for everything. And the fact that she's in your house, she should understand that she's in your house. She first has to give you what? The respect, the presence, which is availability, and emotional presence too. So when these things are not given, it calls for reaction. Because she can't be in your house and be occupied on phone, either on chat or on call, with an XYZ from the other end.
Blessing, I want to hear from you.
Well, for me, it's a no-no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a no-no because you're already in a relationship with somebody else, somebody that you found and you like the person. So having a male bestie is kind of off to me. And then in another angle, I would say like there should be like a kind of a boundary, where you let the other person know that you have this person in your life now. And then there should be a kind like an understanding. You should make that bestie understand that you have a person in your life now, and then there shouldn't be that kind of relationship you had before you met the person in your life.
You know,
So-
one interesting thing is there was this post I saw on X. The guy said he dated his girlfriend for 4 years, and she had this bestie. She has this bestie. And about 2 months later, like, they broke up in the whole relationship, and 2 months later, this same girlfriend got married to the same bestie. So, one thing I tend to want to understand is, if I am a guy, for instance, and I'm now in a relationship, I'm not going to let my girlfriend have any form of bestie. If you want to have bestie, my dear, there should be boundaries, set boundaries. And
Let's see this from a different angle.
okay,
Relationship, you called it. I could be in a relationship with you and we're not heading somewhere. I could be in a relationship with you and we know we're going somewhere. Let's understand this part. And another thing is, you can be my girlfriend and not be my fiancé. Being my girlfriend, I have no right over you. When it's not the outcome of we being fiancé or I've done a relationship with your family, I cannot come in and make my advice and point no. But from the very onset, I can as well tell you, you can't be friends with this person. When I mean you can't be friends with this person, I'm not totally telling you to live this person's life. I'm telling you, I'm in the picture now. Mind how you relate with this person, emotionally, in quotes, and everything. But you can't close the window of this other friendship because you are the new man in her life. This person was there before you came into the picture. This is why I say communication needs to come in. You have to talk about it.
See, there is something that happened, like when I told someone about this particular topic, the person said something like he's going to sit the girl down and talk to her, communicate, and let her understand.
You know why?
You know, no, wait, I'm heading somewhere.
Okay.
And the next thing that came to my mind was, girls know how to take guys for granted. Most especially when they start seeing you as a weak person. When they start feeling that, oh, by the time I do this guy is not going to react. He's just going to like...
Can I ask you a question?
I'm listening.
Define weakness of a man in a relationship.
Weakness of a man in a relationship is when you as a man, you don't know your stand.
How do you know a man doesn't know his stance?
For instance, I'm going to say this. You have a male bestie.
Okay.
As a lady. And your boyfriend is telling you, minimize how you relate with this person. And instead of you to like, oh, you as the lady, you are like, oh, my boyfriend said this, I'm going to like minimize it. Some ladies would not do that. They will still continue. And the guys will keep on talking and talking, minimize this, minimize it. And this lady will continue, and the guy will still have nothing to do.
I think in a situation like that, it is obvious the girl is patronizing the bestie over the boyfriend. The signs are always there. You can always read the signs from the room. If a girl wants to be part of your life, she will create that atmosphere to make sure she's part of your life. But if she doesn't want to be part of your life, she will do that too. You're going to see the signs.
That's true.
You're going to see the sign.
Yeah, because the story you talked about on X, I wanted to say that, like, the girl in question, she's actually having friends with benefits. There's something called friends with benefits with that her bestie. That's why they got married. Because why after why break up?
Not really.
And then you
not really. Let me come here. Not really. There are stages in life people don't understand.
Okay.
At 18, you really don't know what you want. Maybe 20, 21, you don't know what you want. But when you start getting older, you'll not be able to fine-tune or rather picture the man you want for your life. And for the time, our environment is a factor when it comes to settling down. It has played a major role in our lives. And you're not seeing this person you call your bestie, I'm referring to the X factor, actually now understands you better. Because he has been part of your life. He has seen your weakness. He has seen when you were tough. He has seen the fears. He has seen when you were happy. So you say this person has understood your life. So when you get to that age of, okay, it is time for me to settle down. When you start thinking as a man or as a woman, you start ticking the boxes. Who clicks into the perfect picture? And God now helping you, this person clicks into the picture and is single at that time. What's stopping the both of you? That's what just happened at X. I'm not going to say she was cheating at that time. I'm not going to say, or she was not cheating. But I could tell that the environment at that particular time or the situation played a major role in the both of them settling down.
But do you know that there's a difference between when you are dating someone and when you are just being friends with that person?
Obviously.
There's a difference. So there's every possibility that you're not thinking, oh, at this point in time, is this my bestie that is not single that I will not go and get married to? There might be an error there.
There might be, actually.
Have you heard this song that says we find love in an hopeless place?
That one, that song, good. That is not
No. Let me explain to you. Singers of those days actually sang from emotions and from experience, unlike these days. So when people say something, they actually meant what they were saying those days. But let me not go to that point. Finding love could be anywhere at any particular time. So you could be with your best friend, or rather you say your bestie, it could be anybody. But the part I won't condone is why you are with me. There's a bestie you are attached to emotionally. Let's get that word. Emotionally.
That's the point.
You can't be with me and be attached to somebody emotionally.
You just made a point now concerning still that ex issue. Because why would she be dating somebody and then all of a sudden they broke up and then
you are getting married to
your bestie? So it still boils down to this point that you made.
Not really. I'm talking about the fact that you can get to a marriable age and you just want to settle down. And the person that is available is the person you see just behind you.
Yeah, I know, but because she was already in a relationship and then it's I don't know how to put it now. Like,
okay, can I ask you?
Right.
Can I ask you a question? Do you believe that some persons can actually be bestie and there's no sex attached to it?
Yeah, I believe. I believe that's the relationship.
What are you doubting?
Different relationship matters.
I'm not saying I am doubting now.
Different relationship
tell me
matters.
Why 2 months later you are getting married to that your bestie?
That's another.
So within 2 months now, the two of you now dated.
In my head, I'm thinking. In my head, I'm thinking already 2 months.
2 months.
Is 2 months actually short? Yes. Is 2 months a long time to plan a wedding? Yes. But when it comes to bestie getting married in 2 months, 2 months is not short. Because if they've understood themselves, all this why. And don't forget, she might be pained for breaking up with this guy. And what's she going to run to? The same bestie. She's going to cry on the young man's shoulder.
Oh, really?
No.
The point Blessing.
She was in a relationship and she's still
I'm just creating
Okay, let me
a Nollywood scene.
Not really.
But for me, every relationship matters because at a point in your life you need that particular person.
Exactly.
I know, yes.
Exactly.
It matters. But when you are in a relationship with somebody, and then you have that bestie, and then again, it's not like the friends to benefit kind.
Let me ask.
So you will not then you will not bring that what's it called, boundary and balance.
Okay.
Yes, you now bring in that boundary and balance because every relationship still matters. You can still need that person later in life.
That's true.
Yeah. So the issue of petting the whole situation, like, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't.
One thing I am even like driving our focus to is right now things are happening. There are situations whereby you will hear stories of the lady got pregnant for her husband, gave birth, last they did DNA and discovered that the child does not belong to the man. Things like that are happening. Then I will not sit down across my leg. My babe will not have me bestie. So I'm like, not just bestie, nothing they sup. In this present generation.
I understand the rate of paternity fraud happening these days. But let's not use that as a yardstick of settling what we're discussing before. Because if you start using that as a yardstick, then it's obviously that everybody who is in a relationship at one time in their life actually had one thing to do with one of their male or female friend at a time. That's what we're going to say. If we use this part as an yardstick to measure what we're discussing. But again, I could ask you a question. Before every man came into your life, you had a friend. Before every lady came into my life, I had a friend. Because I'm in a relationship now, I'm not going to throw away the friendship I have with this person. Because I'm in a relationship, it doesn't work like that. The only thing I need to do is manage the two friendship. I will only be angry at myself if I can't manage those friendship very well. Because I should be able to tell, this is my girlfriend and this is my friend. I'm emotionally connected to this person. And not this person, she's just my friend. It is when you can't manage that aspect, that is when the problem comes in. I can be your friend for 20 years and I'll be your true friend. And I can be your friend for a week and I'll sleep with you. It has to do with my intention and why I came into your life at that particular time. So let's understand this part very well.
Okay.
Are there genuine best friend? Yes. Are there people with ulterior motives? Yes. So it has to do with you as a lady at that particular time.
We'll go for a short break, and when we get back, we'll talk more on the topic.
Me say why they always treat for you. I tell them say not the way where you love me and show me you care for me. I won't show you say I no regret say I know you, cause any day I go there for you. True, make this smile show for your eye, cause person they will love you. You be there sure I be. Cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you anything I go do, no matter waiting you don't go through. Cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you, I feel go anywhere with you, cause baby I'm in love with you, oh, oh, oh. Today, when you come true for my life, it be like say, are days I want dream, oh I can't fool no more, and you be superstar. I just lose my self-control, I just lose my mind and soul. You did me, you did true, that's what now my point of view. You be my princess, you wear the crown. Cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you anything I will do, no matter waiting you don't go through. Cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you, I can go anywhere with you, cause baby I'm in love with you, oh, 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 oh. Smile show for your eye, cause blessing they will love you. You be there, your hobby, cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you anything I go do, no matter waiting you don't go through, cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you, I can go anywhere with you. Baby, I'm in love with you. I know the shame, I know the shame for you anything I go do, no matter where you don't go through. Cause I know the shame, I know the shame for you. I will go anywhere with you, cause baby, I'm in love with you. I know.
Welcome back from that break. So we'll continue with our topic and our discussion. So Blessing, I want to hear your own opinion. We've been talking about the guy aspect. We've been talking about the guy aspect. So tell me, if you're in a relationship now and your bobo now have a female bestie, will you break up with him or you will continue with the relationship after?
No,
Let me hear from
there's no need for breakup.
Okay.
No need for breakup. Yeah, but it's just that, like we said before in during the discussion, it's just to set boundaries and then to make balances, set boundaries and balance the whole thing. For we humans, we are all different. We are all different in our various lifestyle, character, and all of that. So what will work for Mr. A will not work for Mr. B. So I feel like it depends on the kind of person you are. You will know how to, tell your male bestie or female bestie, whoever, like, you're in a relationship now, okay, this how things are going to go. Because, like I said before, every relationship matters in this life. Yes. So, for me, as long as there's no issue of, anything interfering with my relationship with my boyfriend, as long as there's nothing interfering with us, I'm good.
You're good.
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, for me, let me tell you my own opinion. My man now decided to have a female bestie or have a female bestie before I came into the picture. I don't have an issue with that too. At least you saw her before you saw her, decided to want to be with me. So I feel I'm not going to have an issue with that at all, because on a normal stand, the consequences for men are always different for women. So a guy can have 1, 2, 3, 4 besties, and they will still tell you, baby, it's you that I love. My dear, believe it too. So I'm not going to have issue with my man having female bestie, but it also goes down to setting boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do your thing, but let it not interfere with us.
Yes,
with
exactly.
us. Like, when it comes to you paying attention to me, providing for me, and babe, this is what I want you to do. Listen to me, give me that attention. I'm not going to have issue with you having female bestie, but I can be jealous. I can be jealous.
Wow.
Yeah, but
At what point should you be jealous?
you see me, if any woman call my man, I be jealous.
That's what is surely on my mind as well.
You see what I'm trying to say? You see what I'm trying to say here? Should you be jealous? Yes.
Yes.
Everybody have that tendency to be jealous. Jealousy is what actually helps every human being to attain growth in life. You could be jealous for the right reasons, and you could be jealous for the wrong reasons. Should you be jealous? Like I said, yes. But why will you be jealous that another man, another lady is in your man's life? It is when you know you are not up to the standard of a measurement of what the other girl is offering. You could just be there and you're offering sex, and the other girl is offering advice, intelligence, potentials, business breakthrough, and every other thing. Why you are just there for the sex? So like I tell people, before you fight a fight like this, know your place in the man's life, where you stand.
That's why,
if you are for the keep, or if you
see,
are for the moment.
You see something about relationship. When you start dating a guy, I do not advise ladies to go into a relationship that is not defined.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
that's a point.
You get
very valid point. Yes.
Like, I cannot just be dating you for money, oh babe, Alpha, and we don't know where we are heading to. No, I'm not going to do such kind of relationship. When I'm going into a relationship, I know this is what we plan to achieve. At least in the next 1-2 years, we should be talking about settling down. Not that we will just be doing our shayu and we'll be going like that and nothing is up.
In a relationship like this, there's not going to be threat of a bestie. Because from the onset, there was a definition of what the both of you are entering.
Actually want,
it is when your relationship is not properly defined, that's when you start having the threat of an intruder or the threat of a third party.
I feel like even though it's defined, okay, let's say before you came into the person's life, the person already has a bestie.
A
bestie. So even though it's defined, and that bestie is still in the picture, there still has to be a boundary and balance.
And on a normal stand, we ladies, we have this jealousy in us.
Normal.
We have this jealousy in us. And You would not tell me that my man will be receiving call. Ah, babe, how far? Who is calling you? And now that my friend Jennifer, they call me, guy, how far?
Let me
Bring it down.
Let me explain that part to you.
Okay.
I could pick a call anywhere at NFM.
Uh-huh.
But the moment you call me and I tell you, is this person that is calling me? And I'm not hiding my conversation. And you could listen to my conversation and you hear everything. And when you go through my phone, you could see my messages with this person. You won't think anything.
That's the point, though. That's the point.
is
Because she's making a different point.
No, it is when you start hiding information
Exactly.
of this other person with me that I'll start suspecting. But for people like me, or some persons who are my kind of character, if I know it's not heading somewhere, I won't see anything, I'll walk away. So everybody have the way they deal with things. Either you resolve it or you walk away. There are some issues you try and resolve. It's not heading anywhere.
Yeah.
So the best thing for your sanity's sake, you walk away.
You see, this is the exact reason why I said the consequences for guys are different for that of ladies. If a lady is having a male bestie, my dear, you will not compare it to a guy having a female bestie.
That's not true.
There is a difference.
No, that's not
Okay,
true.
then tell me why.
Let me
Tell
explain.
no,
Let me
wait
explain.
now,
Let me
no, wait now. Allow me land. Tell me why, if a married lady now go outside to cheat, marriage has ended. Then if a married man go outside to cheat, they will see it as a normal thing.
Let me explain this part. Before I get to this part, I'll start from where we're coming from.
Okay.
In relationship, there are bestie. In marriages, there's no bestie.
Okay.
The day you say I do, your husband or your wife automatically become your bestie, your friend, your gist partner, your gossip partner, your financial advisor, your coach, and everything. It is when you start thinking outside the box, it's now resort to what? Cheating.
Okay.
So that's no longer being lured into anything by your best friend. Cheating, you've made up your mind already. You want to cheat, and you will cheat. It's as simple as that.
It's nice to have you guys here with me in the studio. I am so grateful you were able to create time to come around.
You're welcome.
And I hope to see you again, like on our next shows. And also for my audience, I want you to go to our social media platform and drop your thoughts and your opinion on this topic. Follow us on Facebook at TVM, X TVM_media, Instagram TVM_media, TikTok TVM_media. And also, you can download our app on Google Play Store and Apple App Store. You can watch us in any part of the world with our app in your phone. Don't forget your environment is part of you. Keep it clean.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network. This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM, your world, your network.
Hello and welcome to TVM's Perspective, and we take a look at the event that has made the news and that actually has gathered a lot of opinions across social media, across various platforms, and we talk about them and kind of give our insight and perspective to what they are and what they are about. And I am Lawrence Junior Agwele, and I have with me
Mara Samuels.
Mara Samuels. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And we kick off today with the first story that has made the news today. We have the story from FAC, about FAC allocations. This is from the Finance Minister, Wale Edun, who announced on the 9th of October in Abuja that agencies, including the Federal Inland and Revenue Service, as the FIRS, Nigeria Customs Services, and then the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, must remit all collected funds directly to the Federation Account Allocation Committee, that's the popular FAC account, without deductions for collection costs. Now, this reform ends a practice that saw about 657.99 billion naira withheld in the first half of 2025 alone, meaning in the first half of the year, about 600 billion naira was withheld by these agencies, and it was not remitted to the Federation account for the usage of Nigerian and the government, so to speak. And this announcement has ended that practice. The idea probably is to enhance transparency and to support the president's renewed hope agenda, including expanded social protections for 10 million households. Personally, I think it's a good one if the usual concerns we have in this country, which is when you remove money from point A, we no longer see where it goes to.
Exactly, because if you're removing from point A, we should know what you are doing with it.
Exactly.
Because we always hear, okay, it has been removed from point A. We do not know what it's going in use for, and it's really sad. And that keeps happening because we always have recovered funds. We found some stack of cash in a building, and then that's all we hear about it. We don't hear what it's used for. We don't know what is.
I remember those times we used to have one quote-unquote sugar daddy. We call them sugar daddy. Well, yes. One day we just wake up and say, oh, is it Paris Club or one Swiss bank? They are remitting funds from the loot that late General Sani Abacha stole from the country.
So we are still remitting looted funds till tomorrow, and we don't know where it's going to.
Where it goes to. And the same even happens with when the president came on board, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, when he announced that first statement he said was subsidy is gone, which on paper is actually a good thing, but the downside of it is till now there is no serious explanation as to what all that removal in terms of the money you have saved from.
What is it used for?
What is it, we hear announcements, regular announcements that a number of households have been. I think the last time some billions were given to some households.
Is that right?
I'm wondering.
I'm yet to see. I beg the own household received.
My
household did not see you.
So. I don't know any household that got.
I've not heard of any household that has received any funds.
So that usually is the concern. But if for the sake of transparency, I think, yeah, if you are a business or if you are if you are an organization who generates revenue for the government, for the sake of, after all, once upon a time, the federal government were dragging the Nigerian universities, they were remitting everything to that account.
Yes.
So I don't see why government agencies would not do that. My only concern is the sincerity of it.
And transparency.
Yeah, the sincerity and transparency of it.
If they're not going to be transparent, then I don't think there's any point even telling us that there was any recovered funds in the first place. If you know you're not going to tell us what to use the funds for, then there's no point telling us that there was any recovered funds in the first place. Because, okay, just like telling me, I took your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, now what are you going to use my phone for? The only thing I've known now is that you took my phone, but I do not know what you're using that phone for. So it's as good as not telling me. I just know that my phone is missing. That's what I would just prefer to know. Okay, I did not see my phone. No. That's better than knowing that somebody is on my phone and I don't know what the person is doing with it. It's very sad.
The interesting one here is this amount that they are calling. This is 500 billion naira.
It's more than 500 billion.
Yeah, over 500 billion naira was
Yeah.
in the first half. That is just 6 months alone. We, as a nation, we lost 657 billion naira. The word used was withheld. Somehow I feel that word is just a generous word to avoid calling it what it is.
What it actually is, yes.
It's okay, it was withheld, and maybe these agencies had some sort of explanation as to what the funds are.
So that means we keep having funds like this that are being withheld,
yeah,
but we keep borrowing.
Okay, now that's a very good one.
We keep borrowing. So what are we now borrowing for if we have all these internally generated revenues that we keep withholding from different revenues? Yeah. What are we now borrowing for?
The argument might now be that these funds that were usually withheld were used for something, maybe to run the agencies, like the custom services, for instance. Now, I know the customs might cost a lot of money to run and operate. Talk of personnel costs, talk of vehicle, talk of equipment, you talk of even ammunition and all that. I know it probably would cost a lot of money. The customs is one of the most admired
sector.
Yes, security service we have in Nigeria, the way they operate and everything. And that is because they are one of the goods that lay the golden egg for us. They actually generate a whole lot of money for Nigeria. So probably those deductions were used for internal management.
Let's just assume, because
the problem was the transparency of the management.
We can only assume at this point because we don't have. We're not sure of where these funds went to.
Yeah, that is where the transparency came from, because nobody could really point out this is what we do with the money. Because for God's sake, 600 billion naira. That's a lot of money now.
657.99 billion. That's a lot.
That's almost 658 billion.
That is already 658 billion, because that's a lot.
That's a lot of money. Right,
wow.
So, well, let's look at the next story and do us the honors of reading it.
Yeah, Maraji, popular skits maker Maraji, has mocked Solomon
Let's watch this
Bushi's
video together, shall we?
When there's pregnancy and all that, everybody focuses the attention to the mother. I'm not saying
as to what.
I think there's a trending video
to focus the attention on you.
Maraji,
but
Gloria,
in the old time, nobody pays attention to
popularly
this.
known as Maraji.
Are you pregnant?
The day I had my son,
okay, yeah.
I did not sleep
for
like 12 hours.
Even my mother, the day I was giving birth, she did not sleep. I literally begged this woman, please sleep, because we left her with my other two boys. Please sleep, because you really want to take care of them during the day. This woman, she prayed throughout the night. Prayer. I trust that woman. Hypertension won't finish them. There are pregnant women that vomit from beginning of pregnancy to the end of pregnancy. Daddy, what do you mean by 12 hours?
I know I had my son. Everybody was happy. Nobody really asked me, Guy, how are you?
I don't know where this man is coming from, but if you do, please explain. You had your son, nobody's asking you, how are you? Is it how are you that's going to be telling you congratulations?
I did close to 48 hours not closing my eyes.
Daddy! The problem here is not the fact that you went through things. The problem is that you're trying to compare. You're trying to vis-a-vis. They are telling your wife how are you and they're not telling you how are you.
Like I made that tweet online and it went viral that time. I said, nobody will tell you that husband is just a title. You are a glorified errand boy.
Would you have wanted to breastfeed instead? No, which one would you have preferred? It's like somebody comparing cancer to malaria. It's kind of crazy. I feel like he's making light of the fact that it is such a honor to be able to serve your wife and your family in this time, especially because men barely do anything in pregnancy. You are not carrying the child, you're not giving birth to the child, you're not pushing the child, you're not being cut open, you don't have to lose the weight, you don't have to carry the mommy pouch, you don't have to have diastasis recti. There's barely anything a man can do during pregnancy. So the only thing you can do is to be of service to your wife in that time.
Why the care and attention is going to the wife for a pepper soup, mogi, you know, for the breast milk and all that? You.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I swear daddy wants to breastfeed. I feel like it's fine, it's valid that men talk about, how hard it is to have a newborn baby, especially when you're a very active father. But comparing it to what your wife went through, asking for the kind of care she's getting, nobody cares for you when everybody's caring for her. Nobody asks you how you are doing when everybody's catering to her. Everybody's taking care of her because she has to, produce breast milk. Nobody's asking you how are you because you've not slept for 12 hours. Daddy, it's the comparison that's the problem. Let's watch this video together, shall we?
When there's pregnancy and all that, everybody focuses the attention to the mother. I'm not saying...
As to what? As to focus the attention on you?
But in the old time, nobody pays attention to the guy.
Are you pregnant?
The day I had my son, I did not sleep. For like 12 hours.
Even my mother, the day I was giving birth, she did not sleep. I literally begged this woman, please sleep, because we left her with my other two boys. Please sleep, because you really want to take care of them during the day. This woman, she prayed throughout the night. Prayer. I trust that woman. Hypertension won't finish them. There are pregnant women that vomit from beginning of pregnancy to the end of pregnancy. Daddy, what do you mean by 12 hours?
I had my son. Everybody was happy. Nobody really asked me, Dad, how are you?
I don't know where this man is coming from, but if you do, please explain. You had your son, nobody's asking you how are you. Is it how are you that's going to be telling you congratulations?
I did close to 48 hours not closing my eyes.
Daddy! The problem here is not the fact that you went through things. The problem is that you're trying to compare. You're trying to vis-a-vis. They are telling your wife how are you and they're not telling you how are you.
Like I made that tweet online and it went viral that time. I said, nobody will tell you that husband is just a title. You are a glorified errand boy.
Would you have wanted to breastfeed instead? No, which one would you have preferred? It's like somebody comparing cancer to malaria. It's kind of crazy. I feel like he's making light of the fact that it is such a honor to be able to serve your wife and your family in this time, especially because men barely do anything in pregnancy. You are not carrying the child, you're not giving birth to the child, you're not pushing the child, you're not being cut open, you don't have to lose the weight, you don't have to carry the mommy pouch, you don't have to have diastasis recti. There's barely anything a man can do during pregnancy. So the only thing you can do is to be of service to your wife in that time.
Why the care and attention is going to the wife for a pepper soup, mogi, for the breast milk and all that? You.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I swear daddy wants to breastfeed. I feel like it's fine, it's valid that men talk about, how hard it is to have a newborn baby, especially when you're a very active father. But comparing it to what your wife went through, asking for the kind of care she's getting, nobody cares for you when everybody's caring for her. Nobody asks you how you are doing when everybody's catering to her. Everybody's taking care of her because she has to, produce breast milk. Nobody's asking you how are you because you've not slept for 12 hours. Daddy, it's the comparison that's the problem.
Okay. Yeah, the age long and the same old complaint and comparison between what men go through versus what women go through in life. It has caused another problem online for us this week. Yeah, Maraji, our auntie Maraji, the skip maker, did that video and was reacting to something the Solomon Buchi they said some time back in an interview. I think he actually made a tweet about it a while back. Then in an interview, he was drawn back to it, like, okay, this tweet, and he tried to. I also feel he was not so serious about what he was saying, but he was saying what we all men say.
Not you all men. He was saying what some men will say.
No,
because saying you all men is sound.
Understand when I say we say.
Okay.
We joke about it. It's not like, let's be honest with you. It's
That
not,
person in that video didn't sound like someone that is joking.
he was joking.
He wasn't joking.
Yeah, that is one thing with women.
He wasn't
when
joking.
you come to this conversation like this,
He was
women
not
always take
joking.
it personal. They feel attacked.
No, it's not a personal thing. For Solomon Buchi, I'm sorry, but from what I saw, Sha, he wasn't joking.
Okay, let's agree to disagree that we do not know the state of his
mental health.
What he was thinking of when he said it.
Okay.
But I also think that what he said, they are probably things that shouldn't be said.
Yes.
Because
I agree.
Physically, when we go through what a woman goes through at childbirth, it's not fun. It's so much so that I have 2 kids. I don't want to give birth again. I don't think I want any woman in my life
to go through that.
It's stressful. Not just after the birth,
Mhm.
even raising the kids. So whether people want to agree or not, the role and responsibility of a man at the early stage of raising a child actually almost absorbs the man from a lot of intimate or a lot of little things that are involved with raising a child. It's probably later when the child is now getting to his 8, 9, 10.
You can now start getting yourself back as a man.
That you now start getting yourself involved.
Emotionally,
The child has already
psychologically,
developed
yes.
something. That initial development usually
Takes
40
blood,
minimum, and
sweat.
it takes a lot.
Takes a lot. So financially, emotionally, psychologically, it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Why I don't want to take away from what both parties says. Buchi made valid points.
Well, yes, he did, but I personally think that he did not portray it well or appropriately, so to say, because you cannot be like what Maraji said. He was obviously comparing. You cannot compare you that is the man that is sitting at home, or you that is the man that you are just there, kind of support, more like a support system to your wife. You cannot compare that to what the woman is going through, because even after childbirth, the woman is still going through a lot physically with her body.
Yeah.
So you cannot be saying, oh, people are not even asking you how are you as a man. Like she said, instead of congratulations, how are you? That's what happened to you. Did you fall? Who gave birth did not ask how are you.
There's an aspect that people miss a lot when it comes to childbirth. Understand that the whatever trauma a woman goes through at childbirth is cannot be compared to whatever a man goes through.
A concerned and responsible man.
It cannot be compared. But let's not downplay the fact that what men go through cannot just be swept under the.
True.
I have 2 kids, right?
Okay.
I didn't push them out. I didn't go through the labor, but the bills, the worry, the running, like for nights before they came out of the hospital. My second spent almost 2 weeks in the hospital.
Labor?
Not labor.
Okay.
Like he came and there were some little issues.
Okay.
And he stayed a long time in the hospital.
Okay.
And the worry, the concern, I was running from. I couldn't sleep. I was running.
It's
around.
true though. It's true.
And it has a toll on the man also. And there's also another thing that people do not even pay attention to. It doesn't even start from childbirth. It starts from relationship. And this also, if I want to be fair and honest, actually affects both parties. The sacrifices that are made for that thing to work, it's a lot of sacrifice at this point. Even sacrifice of ambitions, sacrifice of dreams and aspirations that you have. There are a lot of men who are existing right now in the world, who are in places, points in their lives, where in their personal plan, they shouldn't be there. When
But life happened.
Children and everything came inside.
And life happened.
Life happened. So I think what Buchi was complaining about is not that men go through equal pain with women. It's the total neglect.
Yes, the total neglect. Like you just said now, during and even after childbirth, people, we cannot actually sweep the man's feelings and affections under the carpet because they're also human.
Yeah.
Because, okay, take for instance a woman that's going to give birth through cesarean section. Her own is the husband has to go and get the money for. Okay, let's say for instance she was supposed to give birth normally, and then the doctors now say, oh no, you cannot give birth normally. We have to do a CS. And then that's now like triple the
extra money needs to come from somewhere.
Nobody even cares where the man wants to get the money from. Everybody like, hey, the mother of the girls, my pikin was born. Her own is, Oga, I don't care how, but you have to look for the money. And our hospitals, if they don't see their money, nothing is going to happen.
Some men say that's the beginning of debt too, because some men
exactly. They borrow, and then people do not see that part. All their own is, oh, your wife don't born, congratulations. So how the money came, nobody cares. When they come back from the hospital to the house, how the man is faring financially, nobody cares. So their own is, Pampers don't finish, breast milk don't finish. How the man will see the money, nobody cares. Your own is, you are the provider.
and considering even this economy we are, right?
Do you understand? Baby food is expensive. God.
I feel for young parents. Because man, I feel for people that are not married.
Oh.
I pray God give you for this.
Amen.
Where Nigeria is right now.
Jesus.
If you take where we are coming from and where we are, and now project to where we are going.
Where we are going to.
There's problem because.
God help us.
Like the cheapest baby food in the market should be above 8,000 naira now.
Yes, thereabout.
And a healthy child can take that in 3 days.
3 days. Some children they eat, so you can see
like the average healthy child, you take that in 3 days. So imagine a salary earner in the 70, 80, 1900.
Honestly.
Then you now have diapers that is like 15,000 or so.
And then you now go to the mother to care for the mother, for pepper soup, the protein, because she has to regain all the nutrient that was lost while giving birth.
The woman was drinking
all the papa and Ogi, and they did not care for him. They didn't ask him, oh, have you eaten?
They should have given him.
They should have given him a baby.
Especially since before now.
Now I feel sorry for him. Yes, and then now
nobody's providing.
I saw a video online. The lady was an expecting mother, and she was just showing us like maybe her EDD was closed, so she was showing us how she cooks or how she cooked beforehand.
Okay, for her husband.
For her husband, for the house, because she just wants to hear that when she comes back from the hospital, there's no food, or when she comes back from the hospital, one person is now struggling to go and cook. So she just packed her freezer full with food and all kinds of pepper soups and everything. So maybe we should learn that, so that's
too much work.
No, it's not too much work. Now, once now, just be storing it, cooking in bulk, and just be storing it there. And when you know that your EDD is closed, because sometimes just our children, they don't follow this EDD, they just come
anytime they want. Bottom line is my problem with Maraji was the manner of approach.
Maraji did not even want to understand where Solomon was coming from. Her own is, what? You're comparing you and your wife? How can you compare with the pain that a woman has gone through to give life?
PTSD. No, she has given birth.
Yes, and she has had all that. So she's like, no, you shouldn't do that.
But
well,
I think
we get it.
This is part of one of the things I speak about a lot about the different generations. My generation was probably the last generation where a man bottles up whatever he's feeling.
Yes.
Yeah, like the stress. Like I think we are the last of the breed of men who feel it is our responsibility to carry the weight of everybody on our head and our shoulder, even if it's killing us. So
are you saying this generation they don't?
Nah. This present. If I can bet you that if a woman in this generation gives birth and the husband wants food and they are giving the woman food, the man will ask.
Where's all food?
With all boldness.
Please, where's my own? Please, you cannot. After all, I'm picking, so.
we were taught to look at it like it's your responsibility to your local.
No thanks.
But I also think it's healthy that we encourage people to share their emotions. The fact that we cannot do it doesn't mean we shouldn't.
But for some men, even though before that phase in life, they used to share with their wife, or they used to share. When you see your wife in that kind of situation, both during, maybe before childbirth, labor, after childbirth, and you as a man, you're going through your personal stuff. You wouldn't want to add your stress to your wife. So I feel some men are just being considerate to say, if I tell her now, she will worry more than she should, compared to what she's going through now. So
anyway, kudos to those who are raising kids.
Kudos to y'all.
Good luck to those who are yet to raise
Hi.
kids.
Kudos to us.
Yeah, good luck to you guys.
Good luck to us.
Fortunately for me, it's done and dusted.
Is it dusted?
Yeah, well dusted.
Are you sure it's dusted?
Well, very, very well dusted. Very well dusted.
Like finally dusted.
The boots has been wiped clean.
Are you sure?
Thrown away.
You just say no go wear that boot again.
Nah. The only time I wear it.
You never can tell. Maybe your grandchildren. You never can tell. Life can happen.
I'm not even concerned.
Should I pray for you?
No. I'm not even really bothered about the financial aspect of it.
Okay. What are you bothered about?
The emotional and mental part of it, my dear. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Good God. It takes the grace of God to raise children who turn out good.
Good, yes.
Sometimes when I see my kids, I'm not sure I had anything to do with this. Because at some point I was lazy towards it. So it takes the grace of God. And probably is what I would advise new parents out there.
Yeah.
Raising children is not just a responsibility for only you. Add God into the mix, so because
God.
Because that journey,
because God is the major factor.
I'm not talking of the money yet. Just raising the kids first. So
because you might be raising your child at home in a God-fearing way, the way you know how to do best. But then they will not be inside the house forever now. They will go to school. They will go to school. They will go to church. They will party. They will go out.
Yeah, they will visit. So, all right, let's move on to the next story. We have the one that is very interesting. Our friend, our colleague, Fred O'Neill, actually have been very emotional about this. I am not as emotional as he is about it, but for the sake of passing information, we are taking it here.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, I think about later today, Nigeria at 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. thereabouts. Nigeria is going to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and like Fred also said, the not so Super Eagles of Nigeria will be taking on Lesotho. Why South Africa will host Zimbabwe? That's interesting hosting. It's an interesting hosting because Zimbabwe will be playing. Zimbabwe played South Africa in South Africa, and South Africa will play Zimbabwe in Zimbabwe. So
it's a home thing
for South Africa.
Zimbabwe is coming to South Africa to play in their home.
So in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, Nigeria will face Lesotho at Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane, while South Africa hosts Zimbabwe at Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. Both matches will start at 18 SAST on October the 10th. That's 6 p.m. That's 6 p.m. SAST. That's at SC Standard Time. But in our time in Nigeria, please, it's 5 p.m. on October 10th, 2025. While Benin Republic and South Africa, they top the group that Nigeria is. That's Group C with 14 points each, followed by Nigeria and Rwanda at 11 points. So making these fixtures critical for advancing hope. A Nigerian win could elevate their position, and the South African victory might secure automatic qualification, with Rwanda's match against Benin also influencing the standing. Now let's understand this. Nigeria winning Lesotho will advance. Hope. Only hope. Winning Lesotho doesn't mean we qualified. And like Mr. Fred has made it very clear, if you did not watch the Metro Sports area today, well, tomorrow you join him. You get 2 hours full blast. And either come and sing praise or come and shout. But either way, Nigeria winning today's match is not an automatic qualification for the not Super Eagles, because they're not Super anymore. Growing up, those guys used to be amazing. Like they used to be.
They are heroes.
Yeah, they used to be the best thing that happened to us as young men when we won Atlanta '96. Even when we came second runner up in the youth FIFA youth competition with the Nickelodeon team. But these days, the not so Super Eagles have been the source of sadness and pain and sorrows for a lot of Nigeria. It's sad because a lot of us love football. A lot of us love football. Nigerians love football, and for a country as broad, populated, and as big as Nigeria, we actually have an advantage of having a wide array of selections of players. We are so broad that you can even afford to even go out of the country to recruit players who were not even born in Nigeria, but are Nigerians. There is an Olise that is taking the world by storm, although he's not representing Nigeria. I think he's representing France, I think. Yes, representing France. That's where his father came from.
Okay.
But his father is more, but he's a Nigerian.
Yes.
If we had our,
however you look at it,
if we had our act right, David Alaba, the popular and David Alaba, he's also a Nigerian.
But he doesn't play for Nigeria.
He plays for Austria.
Oh, he doesn't play for the Super Eagles.
No, he plays for Austria. We have the major issue we have with Nigeria is that there is a lot of rot in our system that have seeped into our football. I remember seeing a statement from the musician Crayon. I made mention of it, that Crayon once complained that he was a good footballer. He went for what do they call when they selected for selection process, and he did very well. But when the time came for selection, money started changing hands, and he was not picked. So he faced music career.
And his music career is paying him.
Thank God for his life. But the major problem with Nigeria is when it comes to things that should bring honor and pride to the ordinary Nigerian citizen, they still change it to an avenue to make money. They still change it to an avenue to make money. If everything was done the way it should be done, Alaba representing Austria, probably not because he loves Austria more than he loves Nigeria, or that he doesn't know his roots is from Nigeria. Probably he looks at both. I'm like, man, are we better
opportunities
with this team?
Yes.
Same goes for Olise. Olise had the chance of playing for 3 countries, and he picked. I think he picked France. He would have picked Nigeria. But he looked at our system, looked at the way we organize ourselves, looked at the way we organize for tournament. Imagine when matches that were to be played this international break, a couple of days to the match, players haven't arrived at camp. You now have players coming to camp 2-3 days to the. What do you want to come and do?
Because they're supposed to come in earlier, maybe a week earlier, and then do their trainings and all that.
You also have footballers. Nigeria have a lot of footballers that forget that they are footballers. And so
Yes.
some of them think they are social media influencers.
Yes, yes.
Some of them think they are celebrities.
Yes, because
They forget that
their purpose.
my job is a physical job. I have to be fit.
I'm first a footballer before anything
Any other
else.
thing. You see a footballer running on the pitch and he's struggling. He's struggling because he's not fit. A footballer will go for medicals. Not a fresh footballer that just wants to start the career of being a footballer. You have been playing football. A club wants to sign you. They invite you for medicals. They check everything. And how does a footballer fail medicals?